Hi, good afternoon. It's after lunch, and I believe that we are live on this wonderful YouTube network. Hello, we have Young Retro, who is joining us today, and he just got back in the country. I mean, we're talking international players here on the Superstar channel. So, the name of this series is called Oh, hello. And this is our very first guest for this series. And so, welcome, Young Retro, to our channel.
What's good, y'all? Thank you so much for having me. I'm just first off just excited to be here. I can't wait to see what's in store.
You never know when you're dealing with me.
Yes, yes.
But I do act as the Coachella Valley Concierge. I've also been dubbed the Variety Concierge Vegas, and that was a little special dubbing by my people there for the work that I do, uplifting and trying to highlight and showcase others. And so that is what we're doing here. And Young Retro, I have known this young gentleman for quite a long time. I have watched his career grow for several years from being a young kid, with his hat flipped back to becoming this rock star that we see emerging today. And I don't want to go too much in depth. This isn't a give me your biography or tell me your whole life story series today. But we do want to introduce you to the world and tell you who you are because I do consider Retro, though he is out of LA and deep roots in the Los Angeles area, I do consider him a Las Vegas artist. And I also consider him a Coachella Valley artist because he does have a passion for the places and he likes to show up and kind of live that rock star VIP life in both places. So, yeah, Retro, tell us a little bit, just a little bit about maybe your current project. And definitely, I know you have like videos and you have performances going on. So, um, Young Retro, the world.
So first off, I literally it's funny that you mentioned the Vegas thing because I just got back from Vegas and um it's funny. I never shared this with nobody, so I'll share it with you. But I actually performed some of my new joints in Vegas that I actually wrote while I was in Vegas during the time when I was living in Vegas, and I performed them in front of the Vegas crowd just to see what they would think of. And when I was at the rehearsal for the show backstage, nobody had heard my music first because I haven't been to Vegas since the COVID. And so now that I'm preparing and everything backstage, they do my rehearsal, my mic check, and they play my song full effect. Everybody's like, "Oh shit, that's you, dog? Like, what the fuck? Whoopty whoop whoop." And I'm like, "Yeah, man." So long story short, I get on stage and I do my thing for the show, and like the Vegas crowd, the reaction was just when I tell you it was into the credible. Like, yo, it was like,
Nice.
like I'm like still to this day, I'm like hyped. I was like begging not to leave Vegas, but I had to come back to California because it had
It's
so much gigs
so
and stuff
hard
going
going
on.
back and forth between
And
Vegas
so
and
yeah,
Cali.
so from that opportunity of me performing, I end up getting. I only went out there to perform and model, but I went out there. Yeah, I went out there to perform and model, but I end up booking more gigs from my performance. So a radio interview wanted to book me, and then I ended up getting double booked, which was the next day, that Monday, that following Monday. The show was on Sunday. So I had a radio interview the next day. Then I got a call that same day, that Monday, that said, "Hey, we want you to model at the Magic Fashion Show too." So now
I was gonna say, yes, you've modeled magic now.
I,
I know a
I
few
was
years
in,
ago,
I was
I
literally
had some models in there, but I'm so glad to see you made it to magic.
I was in Las Vegas, went to Las Vegas for one thing, and then the next day I became double booked to where I'm sitting there asking my friends, like, okay, I can only do one of these gigs because they're basically at the same time. So I have to pick the most. important gig. So I'm telling my friends, like, okay, I got the radio interview or I got magic. Which one should I do? Da da da.
Vegas will do it to you, but you
And
figure out a way to
they're
get it
both
all
like
done.
they're both like, which one's more important, so I
Looking
guess
in the
what I'm saying
magic.
is dope because like the fact that I'm becoming double booked at times. I'm becoming at the point to where I got to cancel out some events or sometimes I can't make them because I'm getting double, triple booked for same events, same day type stuff. So it's just a blessing now because when I used to not get booked, it was, I was like sitting around my house trying to find a gig. Now I'm getting double booked, triple booked, turning gigs down because the schedule is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just first off, just glory to God. So
You
that
know
was
something
one of the
about you though, when people book you, and things, because you get booked for a lot of, you don't necessarily get booked for like straight up shows a lot, but you get booked for fashion shows and you get booked for like really cool community events. You have a lot of clean music. The one thing that strikes me when you, since I've known you, is your performance. Just, you will perform to an empty room if you feel like performing, and I think that that's one of the main things about an entertainer, right? Because you have like celebrities, you got singers, dancers, rappers, you got so many different genres of entertainment. But a true entertainer, a true, like, performance artist, you don't need a full crowd. You don't need a sold out show or arena. If it's really in you, you're going to perform for yourself. Like, you'll perform on an empty stage just to say you've been there and performed there. And that is true work ethic. And I really, that's admirable. I've always really liked that about you. Just wanted to
and
share that.
definitely I performed in tons
I
of
see you double
shows
booked.
where
Great.
there wasn't that many people, but guess what? I still gave it my all, and guess what? I still captured or gained, even if it was 4 to 5 fans, it was still 4 to 5 new fans that I didn't have that I now have had. Or you get what I'm saying? So
Oh,
my
the boy
hard
has
work
fans.
never went unnoticed
I
during
see all your
those.
fans out there. The girls are running to be models in your videos. They are lining up for the modeling classes. I think you were doing acting classes for a while too, right? Or that was about to start.
I'm still doing acting classes actually. I just finished some this week actually. I do them every Tuesdays and Thursdays now. So I'm actually into acting classes as we speak right now, and actually like the acting classes has been super great. And I've been actually learning that there's a lot of things that I need to work on as an actor if I'm going to pursue acting because it's totally different from rap, from making music and rapping, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I gotta really just get into the bag when it comes to acting. And I got my monologues and my scripts and stuff now, so I'm just getting more into character and trying to really just get more roles in movies, you know what I'm saying, at the time, or background work, stay on set working. So the acting class has definitely dramatically helped me out so far. I think one mistake I was doing was I was like overdoing it to the top, and acting is real simple and it's just less is more. So that's definitely something I'm learning along the way. But with music, sometimes more less is more too, but sometimes with your performance you got to stand out a little bit. Acting, less is more, so I'm definitely and so to follow up with that, I just also like wrapped up one of my first like major films that I did. I'm not gonna talk too much about it, but I just wrapped up a major film that I did. I'm super duper excited because I didn't have like a lead role, but I had some lines in the film or whatever, and it was cool because my like 5 or 6 lines I had, I took advantage of them. I made fun out of it, made the best of it, and just did what I had to do. Showed up on set. I think we worked two whole weeks. Finished the whole movie in 2 weeks, and I already seen it. It's super duper dope. I can't wait till you guys can see it. I'm not gonna tell you the name. Not gonna tell you
But
what's
it's
in it.
coming. We'll have it. We'll
But
have another show where you
I'll
break
give
the news
you.
about that. Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe even a reenactment of a famous line that we can get going so they know to look for that line in the movie or something like
Yeah.
that.
Exactly. Right. Right.
I don't want to take up too much of your time today because I know you're a busy guy and I have back-to-back shows all day. I'm getting double booked as we speak. Um, it's kind of interesting how that happens, but I really want to thank you for stopping in. And for people that want to check you out, what is the best platform to get a hold of you?
Yeah. So if you guys want to check me out, you guys could literally just follow me right there on Instagram. It's your boy Young Retro. Follow me on Instagram at Superstar Young Retro. That's all the way spelled through Superstar Young Retro. Hit me up on TikTok. Watch my latest videos as well. Posting a lot of content. So just show love, support. Working on my album right now, The Golden Ticket. So y'all stay tuned for that. Got a lot of great stuff. And
And then, do you, remember this from the past, but will you, because I know I want to set up a fashion show for the holidays out here in the desert. We always talk about that. So, but you still have your fashion, like your jackets and your fashion line?
still got my line going right now. I
And they
just
can hit you up for that if they want to figure out how to see the pieces and things like that, or any kind of
could hit
showing.
me. Yep, you could hit me up on my Instagram and my DM as well. Yeah, I just literally did my show in
You hear
Vegas
that?
too,
He said
and
y'all can hit him up in the DM. Okay,
yeah,
look,
keep
let me
it
stop.
professional. Keep it
That's what
professional.
the ladies really want to know. I'm sure they want to know if you single, but we don't, I don't know. I don't think we tell things. Well, I mean, you might have, he does these things where you can ask him questions and you
I
can ask
have
him private questions and he'll
right.
answer them for you.
I have an anonymous game that I'm playing right now on my Instagram. So if you want to ask me anonymous questions like am I single, maybe I'll answer, maybe I won't, but ask me something anonymously and I might anonymously answer. Yeah.
And then one more thing too, because I know that the talent agency is all hosting another. Just had an audition for models in Vegas, having another audition. I think it's where are we at now? It's August, September. So probably like the end of September. That's going to be in Palm Springs, California, and I think that there's going to be another one in December in LA. So auditions for models and casting and videos and just different things to collaborate with people based upon your artistry or your in depth of whatever profession you are in. I want to thank you guys for taking a few moments to check out this show if you haven't checked it out before. The subscribing blitz, that's what it is. So I guess I have to have a bunch of subscribers. What do I know? I've never been a follower. I don't know how to follow. Like, I don't really know much about that part of this, video world or anything. But supposedly, I'm supposed to have a bunch of subscribers. So if you'd be so kind to just go ahead and subscribe, tell your friends to subscribe. But we are going to have a subscription blitz show coming soon. We have a live stream coming up where you can get tickets. The website has been across the bottom. Let me put it back there. And I know that Young Retro, our superstar, is going to be one of the performances on that live stream coming up. So you guys, yeah, check us out, and we'll come back again and talk to Young Retro, our superstar in the rock star world, soon. You guys have a great afternoon and stay glamorous.
Peace.